What a blessing it is to be here with you today. Thank you, Nativity, and thank you, Pastor Glenn, for having me here. As I was on the scene when the murder of George Floyd occurred the next day, that next morning, I was out at the site and I witnessed all these people, and it was people of different cultures and different ethnicities and different ages, and everyone was weeping and comforting each other, and I had this thought. As I look back over our history, which is the history of America, every major change, transition, and transformation in this country in relation to our freedom and moving America to a more living democracy, in addressing and dispelling the lie of white supremacy, the very source and foundation of systemic racism, from slavery to Jim Crow, to the fleeing of terror from the north to the south, some would like to call the Great Migration, to the coming down of the Confederate flag, the Emanuel 9, up to now, I can't breathe, Mama, help me, to the tearing down of statues, which, by the way, means absolutely nothing to me if we do not destroy the lie of white supremacy and tear down and dismantle systemic racism. If hearts and minds do not change, then the tearing down of statues and taking down of flags means absolutely nothing. It has also led to the call to transform policing, some even to defund the police, which I don't really agree with. This great awakening of white America to something that is not new at all, has come and comes at the great cost and expense of black bodies, black blood, black lives being murdered and lynched and beaten. This is the price we pay for our right to have our humanity acknowledged and respected. The price we pay and have paid and continue to pay for our freedom. To be seen and treated as human beings. And yet, we are grateful for this day, and I pray and long for a better world for all our children and all those who will come behind us. A day where no black or brown or native bodies have to be sacrificed on the altar of hate. A day where no one has to bleed and die for this country to do what is right. I want to speak to you today on transforming the Jericho Road. Our text is found in Luke 10, 33 through 35. This is the story of the Good Samaritan, and I'm sure that most are familiar with this story, but we'll pick up here. But a Samaritan, while traveling, came near him, and when he saw him, he was moved with pity. He went to him and bandaged his wounds, having poured oil and wine on them. Then he put him on his own animal, brought him to an inn, and took care of him. The next day, he took out 2 denarii and gave them to the innkeeper and said, "Take care of him, and when I come back, I will repay you whatever more you spend."